All right, y'all. So the FOIL method is when we only use when we're multiplying a binomial by a binomial. Can anybody refresh the class's memory about what a binomial is? What is a binomial? We did a brief lesson on it on Tuesday. Hayden, what was it?
A binomial is when two numbers are built together like a 5x plus 7.
Yeah, absolutely. So a polynomial is when we have a set of numbers or a group of numbers. A binomial is when it's two numbers. A monomial is 1, bi is 2, tri is 3. So a binomial is two numbers multiplied by two numbers, okay? We use the FOIL method to multiply the following binomials. So we got y plus 3, again, binomial, 1, 2, times, how do I know this is being multiplied? What gives it away? The parentheses, there's nothing in between it. Any way that you want to phrase that, right? If there was an addition or a subtraction sign, we do what we've done the last 2 days. But since there's no sign here, we're going to multiply. So we're going to multiply y plus 3 times y plus 7. Is everybody okay with that so far? Okay? Let's go on to the next page. Okay, so the F tells you that you're going to multiply the first term of each binomial. So this is where we're going to actually start looking at what we're doing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to write up top here. Oh, Ben is here. Ben! We're so happy you're here. I told them I saw you, and they're like, no, he's not here today.
I had to get up.
We just kept arguing about it. Cool. Well, we're glad you're here, man. You haven't missed anything yet. Need to change attendance real quick.
Definition of FOIL.
That's true. Besides the definition of FOIL. All right. So we're going to do y plus 3 times y plus 7. Hey, Connor, can you see this on the screen, or am I writing too high? I'm good. Okay. What's up, Carter? Are you stretching? Okay. So F stands for first. So what that means is we're going to multiply the first term in both set of parentheses. You guys follow me on that so far? First times first. First times first. Well, what is y times y? Y squared. Y times y is y squared. Think about when we go back to our exponent rules. Remember when we were multiplying all of those rules together? And if you had the same bases with different exponents, what did we do with our exponents? We added them together. So this is technically y to the first, and this is y to the first. Well, y to the first plus y to the first, or I'm sorry, times becomes y to the second. So now I've got y squared. We're all okay with that so far? That was the first for the F. Oops, wrong computer. Now we're going to multiply the two outside numbers. So the F was our first times first. Now we're going to go outer. What do you think I mean by outer? What do you think I mean by outer? Addison? Yeah. Do we agree that this is on the outside? And do we agree that this is on the outside? Mm-hmm. That's what I mean by outer. Well, what is y times 7? 7y, right? Because we don't know what y is. So we're going to have 7y. We okay with that step so far? First, my two first numbers. Outer are my two outside numbers. Anybody want to guess what I'm going to multiply next?
3 times y.
3 times y, because that is my inner. Why do you think we call that the inner? Can anybody explain to me why this is called the inner? Stephen, why?
Because of the two innermost numbers.
Absolutely, yes, sir.
Well,
Do we agree that 3 and y are both on the inside? What is 3 times y? Okay, 3y. Good morning, Alex. Okay, and then finally, our last step is going to be our last. And that's going to be the two last numbers. So for instance, it's going to be 3 and 7. Because those are the two last numbers in this set. What is 3 times 7? 21. Thank you so much. Okay, so if I rewrite this problem out, I'm going to have y squared plus 7y plus 3y plus 21. Can I simplify that at all?
Yep.
So what can I simplify?
You can add 7y.
Beautiful. And now I've got y squared plus 10y plus 21.
So basically, you're multiplying the two numbers from the fourth parentheses with every number on the last parentheses.
Yes, that is exactly what we're doing. And that is your final answer.
You read it look almost on.
I know, so close. So close there. It's just going to be one of those days, but I guess it's not going to be one of those days. Now my goal for the remainder of the day will be to try to get it perfect on there.
Oh wow.
Sorry, I got to chat real quick. Give me just a second. Okay, thanks, Ryan. I'll try to work away from the top right. Okay, are we all good with that? Feel pretty good? That is our entire objective today. Multiply the first term by the outer term, then the inner term, then the last term, and then combine them. I will tell you that more times than not, you're going to end up with a trinomial. Something squared plus something with a variable plus a number that has none of those. Now, there are also times when you're going to be multiplying by a negative. Well, the negative rules don't change. So if you multiply a positive by a negative, what's your answer going to become?
Negative.
If you're multiplying negative by a negative, what's your answer going to become?
Positive.
All right, cool. Just want to make sure you remember those. All right, so that's my entire spiel today. What I want you to do is go ahead and open up your homework assignment so we can do some practice problems. I figure there's no reason to not do practice problems from our assignment when we have them there. I know I only gave you one example. We're going to do more. We're just going to do them on the assignment so you actually have a reference point. There are 15 questions on tonight's assignment.
That's easy.
Seems easy enough. I'd like to go through about 5 with you right now, if you're okay with that. And then after we do our 5, then I'll give you the remainder of the period to work on this assignment. Sound good?
Mr. Faber,
Yeah.
Did we already go over the quiz?
We did not. I actually have done some revamping on the quiz. We will. Let me talk about the end of the period, okay? End of the period, we'll talk about. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to bounce around and do a couple random problems here. I'm going to start off with number 1, then I'll bounce around, and then just trying to give you some variety so you can see the different types of questions that we'll see. So for number 1, again, we're using the FOIL method. So that means I'm going to do first, outer, inner, last. So my first terms are going to be this x and this x. So what is x times x going to give me? X squared. And I'm going to do my outer, my 2 outside numbers. What are my outside numbers, Luke? Yep, x and 3, which is going to give me plus 3x. What comes after the O? Evan, what comes after the O? The inner. What are my inner numbers on this? 1 and x. Multiply that together, we get what? 1x. Or just x, that's true. And then finally, I end up with my last. What are my last numbers, Katie?
3 and 1.
3 and 1, right? And 3 times 1 gives me 3. Okay, can I simplify this? Yeah, I can. So I'm going to end up with x squared plus 4x plus 3. Is everybody good there? Easy enough, right? Cool. All right, let's do number 5. Number 5. All right, I am going to go ahead and scoot this up so that the rest of my zoom-ins can see a little bit better. Let's see if I can get it closer. We're looking at number 5, y'all. There we go, right there, number 5. Okay, so what does the F stand for, Ben? First, so I'm going to do x times x, which gives me x squared. We're all okay with that? What does the O stand for, JT? Outer, yeah. So x times 5, which is what? 5x. Then I have the I, which is what, Colin?
Enter.
Enter, so it's going to be 4 times x. And then last but not least, we have my last, which is going to be what, Hayden?
Would be 4 times 5.
And that's going to give me 20. Simplify this out, we get x squared plus 9x plus 20.
This is pretty
Are we good with that? Okay, this is not me trying to get out of teaching you. This is just me just kind of seeing where we're at. Do we feel good with this concept?
Yes.
Do you feel like you could work on it and do just fine?
Yes.
So what I'm going to do then is I'm going to stop my video, and then I am going to talk to